Hello, hello, hello. How's it going, guys? How's it going? It's your cyber hacker over here, and welcome to the stream. Hope you're all doing well. Hope you've enjoyed your weekends. It is holiday week, baby. And I was gonna play Warframe today, and then I was thinking, I need to yap, be it to the wall or be it to chat. So I chose to yap to chat. God, we are spitting bars today. I hope you're all doing well, though. We're just chilling out today. Hang on, let me get some music on. Let's get some music on. I'll put on Sonic Radio. F it. I'll put on Sonic Radio. I haven't been playing that in a while because of copyright reasons. But that all aside, I'll put on some music because we are playing. I'd say, oh, let's play a Sonic game. Then I pick Shadow the Hedgehog. But I hope you're all doing well. Today, I want to just yap to the fullest extent that I can about the movie. Because, oh my god, I was debating on doing a quick short about the video. Or the video, so it's like a quick video or short about the movie. And then I was like, I kind of ended up getting all of my thoughts out, or most of my thoughts out, on the way home from the cinema. So I basically did not stop talking for the entire trip home, and it was the funniest thing imaginable. I'm just gonna send out these tweets, let people know that I am indeed live. We're taking a little break from Warframe today, just so we can kind of chat and just chill out and stuff like that. Also, I am rectifying a thing I did not do on my road to Shadow stuff, and that was actually play Shadow the Hedgehog. So that's what we're doing today. Let me just send this one out. Just what was that all about? But yeah, we'll get into my thoughts on about the movie in like just a moment. Should be all good. Okay, should be all good here. Making sure we're doing well. Reload the page. I kind of want to just yap and get all my theories out. And I'll try my best to actually commentate correctly and stuff like that while not focusing entirely on the game. But just to get my initial thoughts out of the way, oh my god, that movie was so good. I was actually nearly in tears by the end of it. It was so good. Alright, I clicked on I need to get rid of Twitter so I can get rid of Twitter so I can focus on the stream. But yeah, it was so... oh my god, it was so well done. Just that opening sequence alone was so good. Where it's the scene where you've seen in the trailers where Sonic and team go to see what the story is with Shadow and all this whole thing. I will be getting into heavy spoilers. In fact, I might even put a whole thing up on screen to say I will be talking spoilers. I know it's in the title, but people will somehow have an excuse to say, hey, spoilers. I'm going to say this right now, and it's in the title. I'm going to be talking about everything I can possibly think of when it comes to this film while we're playing, because I have so many theories as to where they possibly could go, or what they could possibly do in terms of like maybe a spin-off series or whatever. But I am very excited for I'm very excited for Sonic 4, even though we've seen nothing about that. I have my own concerns. Of course, I don't think the movie is absolutely flawless with no critique or anything like that. Just because I love something so much doesn't mean I won't criticize it. And Sonic is bound for criticism. It's being a fan for basically my whole life. So I'm going to go into more of the positives first. There probably won't be much structure to this, I'm going to be honest. There probably won't be much structure to this while I'm playing. I'm going to just talk about whatever comes to my head. I'll try go in order, but spoilers are bountiful. So if you don't want to hear spoilers about the movie, please do not watch this stream. I do not want to ruin this experience. If you have any interest in going to see this movie, please do not spoil yourself. It is worth going and seeing it. Or if you're holding out, if you have like the patience of a saint and you're holding out until it comes out on like streaming service or something like that, Godspeed, my friend, truly. Or if you don't care and want to stick around and hear me yap spoilers or not, I still appreciate you for coming in anyway. But yeah, that is just my disclaimer out of the way. And just to kind of get what we're going to be doing in game out of the way as well, even though it won't be kind of the main focus, is we will be doing 2 routes, because this is not a full playthrough. This is me yapping with a game in the background. We're going to do the neutral route because it's probably the most jarring and interesting one. And we're going to do the hero route because there may be specific iconic lines that will play in the hero route specifically. Also, I'm playing with infinite lives, infinite rings, and infinite ammo. We are chilling the fuck out today. This is not a challenge run. This is not a typical playthrough. We are vibing as vibing we can get. We are vibing as much as we physically can today. And as much as I am feeling very intense right now, I'm just very excited. I just want to yap. So yeah, I'll boot up the game, and I will talk in the meantime. Basically, I'll start with the positives. Basically, the positives are it's very good. It's less, I think, the best way I could describe this movie is Snapcube or Penny put up a tweet saying, don't go into this movie thinking it's going to be Sonic Adventure 2 the movie. Think of it as the Sonic movies do Sonic Adventure 2. And I think that's the perfect way you can describe it. Not everything is exact. Not everything is going, not even like some tweaking to some backstory and stuff like that as well, like Shadow's backstory, which is kind of a reason why I picked Shadow the Hedgehog, because I have theories on that. Right, let me, oh, I gotta stop the music. Stop fighting! I also gotta make sure sound is okay as well. Right, let me just pause the music, because we're gonna hear... Yeah, I don't know how loud that is. Do let me know if it's too loud. I'll turn it down. It's okay for me at the moment. But yeah, of course we pick like... You know what's funny is that part of me was thinking of even going straight into the... Oh shit, I didn't swap it over. I was too busy yapping. I'm very bad at multitasking. The gun. He brought the gun into the movie. I know that was in the trailers, but that's so fun. That's great. We didn't go full on. And funnily enough, I was thinking of either playing this or Sonic Heroes, because Sonic Heroes is canonically after Sonic Adventure 2. However, they're doing it very differently in the movies in terms of the way they're doing it. And in terms of the, I guess, timeline of events that's happening. Let's just enjoy this first, because we didn't actually get to play this game during my Road to Shadow. And we didn't get to play the game either. Mainly because I was kind of just on the fence. Because the game is massive and I wasn't going to get... This is basically a completed save file. That's why we're just going in doing whatever we want. I don't know how... I would have taken inspiration from Lythero streams, but I don't know how likely that is, especially because, like, I'd have to try and function it around channel points and bits, or maybe subs, instead of donations, because, yeah, I'm not big, man. I'm not big streamer. Sonic's fucking dead, guys. Yeah. Classic intro. I'll have to at least hear this one out. But yeah. I don't know what my last point was, but oh my god. The game, or the game, says I. The movie was... Oh, what's going... Oh, did I tab out? I did. Okay. Yeah. The movie was probably as good as we were going to get it. I want to turn down my headphones so that way I can actually hear myself think. But oh my god. Like, Keanu, like, nails it as Shadow. All the cast is great. Less human characters, which I'm very thankful for. Thank fuck. I'm just gonna be outright, I'm not a big fan of the human characters. Tom and Maddie are okay. I think they're the only exception to that rule, in my opinion. I think they are fine. And Gunn, because, they are, like, the, like, only real human force. Actually, no, because the president and stuff like that as well. But yeah, it's a whole thing. Everything in there was very good. basically, I'm not gonna go through a whole, like, I'm not gonna run through the whole story and start like, basically like telling off the plot points and stuff like that. But we're gonna basically go through. I want to like talk about specific moments, especially that starting moment. They like damn. I think they quoted it bar for bar. Sonic's first line in Sonic Adventure 2. Talk about a low budget flight, no food or movies, I'm out of here. And I think I heard that City Escape played initially, but I didn't hear it. I'll have to watch it back when it comes out on streaming or something like that. But oh my god. First of all, great start to the film. Let me check something actually, because I was gonna kind of just play this game like absent-mindedly. Yeah, so what we're gonna do is, you can see here, I pretty much have done everything. It's a completed save file. I think there's like, yeah, I've not done every mission, so the like the ones have stars on them have like both available missions done. So only I think it's Cosmic Fall. Either way, only that mission and only Westopolis are max A rank. So I haven't, it's not like 100% run, but it's like a good chunk are A. I think of A ranked most of them. No, that's B, E. Okay, never mind. I didn't A rank everything. A ranked most of them though. Only on like the heroes. Oh, never mind. There's a couple of season D's in there, so it's not like a perfect run. I think I've done, yeah, I've done everything. Because even when we go back here, you'll see I have the last story unlocked. We won't be doing that because it's very long. Also, you can't like pick the final boss to just keep playing. You have to do the last story again, so it's just like a whole thing. The stories aren't that long, or at least the one we're going to be doing first, which is the neutral one, isn't that long. I can't remember what the other ones are like. But we're not trying to like get every ending or anything like that. But yeah, so let's just dive in. Yeah, I'm like debating if I should even pay attention to the story, to be honest, because like we've watched this whole thing. We've watched all the cutscenes together on stream because we were doing a whole Road to Shadow.
Shadow the Hedgehog. Why does that?
I suppose we can watch them while they come up because there's not that many on the neutral route. At least I don't think so. Actually, no, I think there's like one for like every level you start on.
Maria!
Damn. Sucks to suck.
And why can't I remember anything? And who is this Maria?
Yeah. This is a plot point in the movie. You know what? I think what I'm going to start with is Shadow as a whole. They tweaked Shadow's backstory in minor enough ways that it's going to affect the movies going forward. But I'll get into the game and I'll explain why, because that scene with Maria actually just reminded me. And then Shadow here being like, because in the games he has this whole amnesia plot.
As you can see, the day of reckoning was
Black Doom.
find the 7 Chaos Emeralds and bring them to me as promised.
Who are you and how do you know I'm Shadow? And what are you talking about?
What are you talking about?
Just what was that all about? If he says he knows the truth about who I am, then like it or not, I have to believe him.
Not really, Shadow. You could just ignore him and get the Chaos Emeralds yourself.
Get those Chaos Emeralds.
Alright, here we go. Right, back to my point of the movie and the minor tweaks they made to Shadow and his creation and his backstory. He is in no way, shape, or form created by Gerald Robotnik. He is an alien that was found in a comet in the movies, which means he has the only tie he has to Gerald is that he was doing like, he was helping like do experiments and stuff like that. And since he formed a close bond with Maria, I guess it was like, oh, I guess if you're okay with Maria, you're good with me as well. Oh god. Immediate lags. Let's go. So, that's like a major plot. And They end up doing Sonic Adventure 2 in a way of he does the whole sacrifice thing. He does sacrifice himself at the end of the movie. However, unlike in Sonic Heroes, where he's found in a pod and it's up in the air of whether Shadow is indeed a... Shadow is basically... Oh, he has amnesia. And it's unclear if the Shadow that was in that pod is the actual Shadow or not. I don't think they're going to do the Shadow amnesia plot going forward. But because Shadow basically came down in a meteorite, it is very possible that whenever, however long it takes down the line, we will get Black Doom. Because he has no recollection. The only thing he doesn't have is any recollection of where he actually came from. He just wasn't created by... He wasn't created by Gerald and Black Doom in a coordinative effort. Unless now it comes out, like in the next couple of movies or whatever series or whatever, Shadow gets a series. I'd be very surprised if Shadow doesn't get a series, to be honest. Also, I don't know why I'm picking a Babel. I have, like, infinite ammo, like I mentioned. I can't even remember what I was talking about. This is the problem, like, when it comes to, like... This is the problem, like, I have when it comes to streams. Damn it. But yeah. So, it's very possible that maybe we might learn, like, maybe in a series, like, spin-off or something like that. I won't even say spin-off, to be honest, but, like, a TV series or something. That maybe, oh, Gerald was still trying to make, like, contact with the Black Comet. And that's even if they go, like, near Black Doom at all. It's very soon to think about Shadow and if they go anywhere near Black Doom. Because we got 2 post-credit scenes. The first one nearly had me pop off of my chair because, you know, it was funny actually, before I even get into that. The theater was basically like me. I brought a family member with me who also wanted to go see it, and then it was like a couple of other, like, I'd assume people my age. I would assume people my age, but there was also like an influx of kids as well, which was kind of funny. I think it was like a birthday party or something. So it was like me trying not to pop off in a room full of kids because my fandom was on full force and I had to, like, try and hold it back throughout the rest of it. You know what's funny? Most of the kids actually left before the post-credit scene, which is kind of funny. So I had, like, every... Oh, whoops. I had every... Wait, what the... Oh, right, there we go. Wrong button. I had every, basically, right and to pop off at that point, and I didn't. I kind of was just like, yes! Because they showed Metal Sonic, and not only Metal Sonic, but Amy motherfucking Rose in the first post-credit scene. I was very happy I stuck around because basically the second one was kind of what we thought it was going to be. Funnily enough, yeah, basically it just shows, like, Shadow's feet stepping into frame, basically teasing that he's still alive, because of course they weren't going to kill off one of the most profitable Sonic characters in the movie. Even though they did do, like I said, they did do Shadow's sacrifice, like I said. They did do Shadow's sacrifice, like I said. But also, they basically just cut the bullshit. Then and there, they're like, yes, Shadow... Oh, Jesus. God, that was not helpful. They basically just cut the shit and say, hey, Shadow is alive, so he will return at some stage. But now we have Metal and Amy, and that brings up...
I found it. The second chaos.
Let's go. Since we're doing neutral loot first, we're just gonna grab... We're basically going for the gold rings. We're not doing any objectives, because...
Once I find all of the emeralds, then I'll find the truth.
Yeah. Oh my god, but yeah. So, like, I'm starting to think they seem to be going in order in some way, because they basically went, like, Sonic Movie 1 was kind of just setting up their own thing. 2 was basically Sonic 2 and Sonic 3 with Knuckles. The third movie was basically a whole skip to Sonic Adventure 2. And now we seem to be going back to Sonic CD in a way, because we get the introduction of both Amy and Metal. Oh god, apparently my stream is completely buckling under its own weight. Yeah, let me quickly check. Let me quickly check my Twitch, make sure everything's on the up and up. Oh, it's very... It doesn't look too bad. Alright, let me refresh.
Unconfirmed sources have also reported seeing a
okay, I think we're good.
in Westopolis.
Shadow? Okay, I think we're fine. We're fine. I think it was just a blip. Excuse me.
With the black aliens, then kill them all.
But sir, isn't Shadow on our
I
side?
gave you an order, soldier. He's evil and he's the enemy. You can't fool me, Shadow. This time, you're mine.
Interesting. Yeah, no, I was now that we're after like seeing Gun here. See, it's going to be very disjointed. Honestly, plot points that we come across in this game might actually remind me in what happens in the movie.
Deliberately disobeyed me, Shadow.
No one tells me what to do. I have my own reasons for collecting the Chaos Emeralds.
Yeah.
You really don't understand the situation here, do you? Perhaps Professor Gerald has done more to your memory than I imagined.
The professor?
Strange that you don't remember your maker.
What'd you say?
Silence! The ramifications of your disobedience will be severe.
But yeah, going back to Gun was like a weird whole thing. Their plot point was weird in the movie, because basically, like, what happens at the start of the film is Gun show up and like, hey, we got this rogue alien that's basically causing havoc in Tokyo. We want you to come and help us figure it out. And it's like, alright, sick. So then they go, then Shadow kicks the absolute crap out of them. Naturally so. And then we get a meeting with the Gun Commander, or Commander Walters he's known as in the movie. And then, I'm not going to spoil everything that happens. I am going to talk about like late movie stuff and post. Well, I already talked about post-credit stuff. But I'll go back into that and stuff like that as well. But I don't want to say everything that happens. But basically, there's this... I can't remember the name of the character. There's this lady military character that's basically like kind of the second in command. She's the one that comes to Sonic and the crew to be like, hey, we kind of want your help and stuff. And it's like, okay, cool. She seems to be set up as a twist villain, but then nothing comes of it. And that could tie into what I was talking about from the post-credit stuff with what they set up. Especially because this movie definitely felt like a send-off to Jim Carrey's Eggman. Now, like in the games, he could easily come back with no explanation because Eggman is always getting clapped in the games. And, like, still somehow survives every calamity he, like, ends up coming across. So, they could bring him back, they might bring him back, we don't know. I guess we'll just kind of... I guess we'll know when they start filming, I guess. Oh god, did I just... Get out of here. I don't know how I didn't die there. Let's go. Yo, Vanguard, how's it going? The signature pipe. I'm yapping about Sonic. And I'm talking spoilers about the Sonic movies. So if you don't mind, you're free to stick around. If you want to avoid spoilers, I wouldn't recommend. I wouldn't recommend watching me. For at least today. But yeah, switching their ads. But yeah, in terms of, yeah, they set up like this lady Gun agent or whatever as a seemingly twist villain in the movie, but then nothing comes of it. Because what causes Gun to basically start going after Sonic and Co is less, it's less the plot from Sonic Adventure 2 and more the plot of, or more just a plot for convenience, where it's like, oh, damn it, they betrayed us, I guess we gotta hunt them down now, even though that's not the case. Yo, ad over. Yeah, I'm just talking about Sonic 3 spoilers, so if you don't mind, you're free to stick around. If you want to avoid spoilers, though, I would highly recommend not watching today. I just kind of wanted to yap because I saw it on Saturday and I was like, I thought I was yapped out, but I'm really not. Want to tell you one thing, I don't care if you're playing Warframe, I'm crafting a void ring. Nice. Yeah, no, I was gonna play Warframe today, and then I was like, I want to yap about the Sonic movie. So I'm only giving Warframe a bit of a break today. I'll be back. I'll be back to Warframe like in no time, and I've kind of been trying to pick games I can play on and off stream. I actually bought Metaphor ReFantazio yesterday and started playing that for my own like personal time, and I'm enjoying that so far. And then I'll have like Warframe as kind of like my current mainstream game, and then whatever else I like to think about. So that's kind of like where Warframe is right now. It'll be back, but the next 2 weeks are going to be sporadic because of the holidays. Like I mentioned it on my social media that yeah, I mentioned it on my socials that there's no schedule today or this week and next week. Well, I said for this week specifically because everything could be due to a change, cancellation, or change or cancellation outright because of the holidays. So it's just I'm kind of playing what I want. Why couldn't you both do yap about anything while playing a game? You could be playing GTA and complaining about how Grand Theft Auto doesn't have enough ice anymore. Yeah, I felt like I just wanted to pick something that was like fitting for the Sonic movie, because I'll go back to Warframe because I've been binging. I also want to take a break from Warframe. I'd rather take the break from Warframe now instead of continuing to play it while and then possibly burning out on it for longer. You know what I mean? So like a little break isn't a bad thing. What I meant was playing Halo and complaining about how GTA doesn't have enough heists. Oh right, yeah. Yeah, I felt like I just wanted to play something that was like I'm playing this because of the Sonic movie, but also a little break now from Warframe will be like better for me in the long run of me playing it longer, unlike the way I've been managing streams. So that's the only reason I'm playing this today. So it's gonna be like a very chill stream. I'm gonna do 2 routes of Shell the Hedgehog, and then we're gonna call it there. So like that's my mentality going into this. So we're doing the fastest route. Oh god, which is the neutral route, and then we've got I want to do the hero route if I can do it correctly. But like this isn't a full playthrough or anything like that. This is a one-time off because I didn't play it. I didn't play it for the Road to Shadow stuff we were doing earlier in the year when I was playing like Sonic Adventure 2 and all that as well. So that is why. But yeah, just to kind of go back to my point about gun. Yeah, like, they do gun very weird because it's kind of a thing where, like... Wait, am I already at the end of the level? I mean, I did use Chaos Control. Yep, there it is. Nope, we're going... Fuck off, Black Doom. We're doing, like, the fastest run. Or not the fastest run, but we're doing... Well, to be honest, the neutral run is the fastest because all you do is just head for the gold ring. You don't do any of the objectives on, like...
No one. I do as I decide.
Yeah. Also, you can tell because I have like 999 rings, unlimited lives, unlimited ammo. Like, I'm not taking this seriously at all. What was I talking about? Yeah, I keep losing my track on like my plot point for gun. Yeah, gun feels like, I wouldn't even say they feel like an afterthought, but they set gun up in Sonic 2, and then we get a possible plot villain that leads nowhere, and it's like, and then after like the big, there's like a raid on the gun base that happens for like reasons and stuff like that, and then we get to a point where damn, you got clapped twice, Vacker. Yeah, we after that like gun base raid, we go straight into the final act, and the final act is All that sticks out in my mind because I am so... Oh my god, I couldn't be happier with the final act.
Two heroes. Now mankind must protect this peace at all costs.
An infamous picture. I want to get that picture.
Stand united
I know someone like sells it or something.
world against these invaders.
What I was saying was... Yeah, like we're already halfway through this route. But yeah, like gun feels kind of like an afterthought in the third movie, funnily enough. I only get burned out if either I'm easily irritated and in a bad mood or the game's super repetitive and boring. For me, I just I wouldn't even say burnout, but I just like sometimes I'll just kind of like get notions to not play a game anymore if I've been playing it for so long. Like it's not even like I wouldn't even call it burnout. It's just kind of a thing where it's like it happened with Final Fantasy VII Rebirth, where I'll end up like playing it. I'm like enjoying myself, like I have no like real gripe with it, and then all of a sudden I'll drop the game and pick something else up. Also, you're less of a burnout and more. I want to play something else right now, some more craving rather than disgust. Yeah, that's kind of like it. I want something new, and that's kind of why I'm not going to, backstory and all that, but that's kind of why I wanted to go variety as well, because it gives me that freedom. And I know for myself, I can barely stick with a game for longer than a couple of months at a time. So that's just a me thing, So, taking the break from Warframe now to play and yap about Shadow the Hedgehog, will be nice in the long run, because I still have stuff I want to do in Warframe. I want to get a new amp and stuff. Charmy, fuck off. Thank fuck. I don't have to listen to Charmy in this mission because I'm not doing the hero mission. Also, yeah, I'm rectifying a mistake here where I didn't play this game during the Road to Shadow stuff, so instead I reacted to the cutscenes instead, even though this is like probably one of Shadow's most pinnacle games because of how it fleshes out his backstory a lot more. Actually, your way of pronouncing it does sound like Burnout. What the fuck? I did that before. I hope that's not like clashing with like OBS. I need to figure out how to like properly encode with OBS, because I've had so many games just completely clash with it. And the game like froze there and gave me a warning. It was like, no, stop it. And Mario Proud and I sound like Burnout because something's fun doesn't mean it doesn't get old after a while. It's like this: people love milk, but they won't continue to drink it for more than 5 minutes. I've been eating ham and cheese sandwiches all my life. I don't know how I've not gotten sick of them yet. And like since I was a toddler. But that aside, yeah, that's why I said burnout, because taking a break now from Warframe will help me in the long run. But that's not the point of this whole stream. I could yap about that all the time. Oh crap! Back to the movie. I said not. Me's not cheese. Cheese is fucking good. Yeah, I know. I was just using that as a comparison because everyone wonders why I can still eat the same like sandwich combo for like basically all my life. And it's like, have you not gotten sick of it yet? It's like, it works. It just works. Like yeah, I get the whole milk one because I wouldn't eat raw milk like on a consistent basis. I used to when I was a kid, but I couldn't do it now. If anything, I just started drinking more. There's a difference for good, that something wants good all the time. Something that might be great to eat wants other things. Only good, but you can eat it every day like pizza. Yeah, I couldn't eat pizza every day. Well, I know what you mean. I know what you mean though. Right, let's go. Right, what was I gonna talk about? I was trying to talk about the movie. That's the whole point of this stream, is to talk about the movies, so I'll put a pin in that burnout talk for now, because I've talked about it on several occasions. I've talked about like burnout and how I've tried to cope with it on several streams at this point. But where was I at? Yeah, I was talking about the gun soldiers and stuff like that. They set gun up in 2, and then they kind of don't do much with them except have them be fodder for Shadow. Because like the very first scene of the movie is Shadow breaking out of Prison Island, and then basically like roundhouse kicking every gun soldier he sees. Like that is the whole first half of that, or not first half, but like the first portion of the film. is just Shadow breaking out. He's roaming the streets of there we go. He's roaming the streets of Tokyo because now he's like 50 years have passed since what happened in the gun base. There's no Ark, by the way. There's no space colony Ark. Basically they're on Earth, which drastically changes Maria's backstory.
Perfect.
So it's like a whole thing with, hang on. Okay, that's fine. I had to quickly check that. Yeah, but the movie universe is different from the game universe, which is different from the Archie universe. Yeah, I need to get more of the IDW comics. I have the first two like hardback, which has a couple of volumes in them. But yeah, I get why, but there's a couple of things I feel like Maria is done well here, but Maria and Shadow don't show up nearly as often as I think they should. Maria less so than Shadow. I feel like Shadow shows up a little less often
No one expected this baby could
than he should have, in my opinion. But every time he shows up, he's a threat. You know what I mean? So at least he's like, every time he shows up, it's very impactful. Sega is the only, video game company that makes as many comics and movies nowadays as games. At this point, kind of gaming company is iffy because yes, they start out in gaming, but then they make movies. All they need to do is make a few TV shows and it's official. I mean, they made the Yakuza. I mean, we have a Yakuza show. They would be a multimedia company rather than a game developer. Yeah. Well, Sega's like, Sega would be like the publisher. And like Sir Sonic Team, it would be the developer. Like that's what they're called, like, so. But what was I saying? Yeah, I mean, like, they have like the Yakuza series as well. That's on Amazon. We've got our Sonic movies and we got Knuckles, but I wasn't a big fan of Knuckles. The human characters were like, they were insufferable in Knuckles, in my opinion. Yeah, but it would still be multimedia if they're not exclusive to games. Yeah, that's fair. I mean, I'm down for more movies and stuff. I like the comics, or at least what I've read of them so far. I just need to get volumes 3 and 4 of the IDW hardbacks. Gimme a gun. Give me a gun so I can get out of here, Black Doom. I'm running to the very end and shooting everyone in my way. I'm gonna get a better gun, actually. Oh yeah, I have like all the guns, don't I? Hang on. I've got like the katana. Do I not have like the shadow rifle? I know there's like a shadow rifle I should have gotten from. Is this it? Oh, this is like, don't tell me this is like a laser. That would be funny. Oh crap. Hang on. I want to test this out. Oh, there's no enemies here? I shot them all? Okay. Give me a sec. I need to find enemies. Sky Troops being probably one of the best levels in this entire game. Go away, Eggman. I'm like, I got like Eggman fatigue or like Jim Carrey fatigue. Oh, that is actually an orbital later. They basically gave me the hammer done. That's nuts. It freezes my game though when I do that though, so I gotta be careful. So I'll get rid of that. You know what's hilarious? The actual developers of some games have kind of been failing over the years with the movies. And comics couldn't be doing better. The comics aren't continuing. The movies are chef kiss. Well, the Archie comics have stopped, but IDW have taken over, and they're the comics I've been paying attention to. And everyone has been praising the IDW comics. The games, at least, the past 2 games have been good. With Sonic Frontiers was really good, and part of me wants to play that on stream at some point. I wouldn't do a 100% run though, because I've already done that on my own time. I've platinumed the game. And then Sonic X Shadow Generations was also phenomenal because the story in that game was really good, and Generations was good anyway. Like, Generations was always good. Why is that like every orbital laser now is named after the one in Gears? Partly every orbital laser is Hammer Dawn. I just say Hammer Dawn because that's like the earliest orbital laser type weapon I've seen in a video game. That's the reason I just go Hammer Dawn like off the bat. I don't even like, it's instinct at this point. There is like a new Gears game coming out as well, so.
I can maneuver a bit more aesthetic with this parachute.
Let's go. But yeah. Like when we call adhesive bandages Band-Aid. Yeah. Oh, we don't even call them Band-Aids here. We just call them plasters. That's just what we do. Like, everyone has their names for something, like, but yeah. No, when it comes to, like, the orbital laser stuff, Gears of War is just the closest comparison, and also there is a new game meant to be coming out. So, recency bias in that regard as well. I'm trying to think, though. Yeah. Like, oh yeah, I was going to talk about, like, Maria and Shadow's backstory. I mentioned it briefly before you came in there, Vanguard, but they basically made it so that way Gerald has no hand in, at least that we know of at the moment. Gerald has had no input into Shadow's creation, which is interesting because Shadow didn't come from Black Doom and Gerald creating stuff with Black Doom's blood. He came down from a comet out of the sky, and then they found Shadow within, and then that's how they found Shadow, which is interesting. Chaos Blast. I mean, because Band-Aid is the brand but adhesive bandages, but they're technically the same kind of thing. Yeah, but it messes up with the backstory enough to where it's unique, but doesn't seem... Yeah, no, like, I don't have real gripes. I don't have gripes with the changes because, yeah, it is going to be different. Like, Maria doesn't get shot. And like, it was like, that was obvious that was going to be the case. Like, that was going to be the case where we weren't going to see, like an underage, a minor basically get shot in a PG movie. Like, that was just never going to happen. But it was done very well because it almost implied it. Like, they were going to, like, in that scene where Gerald, Maria, and Shadow are running away from Gunn because Gunn are, like, on their fuck shit by that point. They're aiming at them. Like, they're going to fire the trigger. It's only the gun commander went back in his younger days redirected one of the guns by grabbing onto one of the soldiers, but basically there was an explosion that happened instead. So it's like, yeah, it makes sense, but in my opinion I think it happened way too abruptly, because then you lose the Shadow give them a chance to be happy type of arc that Maria did have in the games. Now, obviously, it wouldn't be like, I'll give the people of Earth a chance to be happy because they're not, like, in space, so it is a little bit different. But I felt it was very... abrupt, where it's like the explosion happens and she's just dead. Like, there's no, like, final words of, like, don't hate them, Shadow. They only thought what they were doing is right, or something along those lines. She has, like, a couple of lines of, or a couple words of wisdom, which is in a very touching scene, to be fair. To be fair, it is a very touching scene, where it's like, even if we can't see the, I don't know, I can't remember the exact line verbatim, but it is a very good scene. Hey, next one. Because unlike the developers of the Shadow game, I think the movie people thought it'd be, hey, would be a nice contract or maybe a good anchor. Yeah, they thought that maybe she would be better alive than dead. No, she's dead. she is dead. They weren't going over it with this character only meant to die. Yeah, I mean, that's fair. But at the same time, you could argue that she kind of just felt like she had to be put in because it's Shadow. But honestly, no, I think she served her purpose, we'll say. And, like, it is still enough of a reason because there are scenes where it's just the two of them hanging out and doing, like, goofy shit together because it's still a kid's movie at the end of the day. So, like, and then they, have a bio-lizard tease because they're watching, like, a Godzilla-like film, but it's the bio-lizard, which is a very, cool way of doing that because they weren't going to have bio-lizard. That'd be way too much for the movies.
What the?
But, like, they did that last scene very justice. And then there's, like...
Who are you?
There's a scene then as well where basically the gun raid that I mentioned, where basically they're like pulling off this heist that I mentioned to get these keys, because these keys are for the Eclipse cannon. And then basically Tom and Maddie are involved and they're sneaking into Gun and they're doing all this stuff. However, Shadow finds Tom disguised as the Gun commander and basically, like, one-shots him. Like, knocks him the fuck out. And then there's this, and then they're like Sonic sees and is like freaking out and is like, oh my god, wake up, wake up, wake up. And then like you get that like that little flashback of from Shadow like seeing Maria, because actually no, the disguise wears off and then Shadow's like, what? Like, because he wasn't expecting, like, who was he expecting to like disguise as and stuff like that, like. Like there's that little bit of like, not remorse, but like, oh, did I fuck up type of thing from Shadow, which is good to see as well. Like, he's not like completely on a revenge path. He does have a couple of good jokes, Shadow, actually, funnily enough as well. There's one scene that I really like. That is basically at the start of the movie, Eggman is like let himself go. He's grown his hair out. He's gotten even fatter. And he's like watching this like telenova, like this show where it's like this woman who is conveniently Latina for the meme. I don't think that was intentional because of the memes, but it's still a funny nod if that was the case. And then there's like, eventually it like, basically Gerald and Eggman are going to infiltrate the gun base. In the meantime, Agent Smith, or I keep saying Agent Smith, Agent Stone and Shadow are basically like waiting for the go-ahead. And Shadow is watching the show because these two, like in the show, these two brothers are fighting for this lady's affection. And I kid you not, Shadow says she should just kill them both. She's not a prize to be won. Honestly, based Shadow, but it's also kind of funny because, you know, Shadow loves Latina. Shadow loves Latinas, you know. But no, that was so funny. There's like two jokes that like completely got me, and that was one of them, where it was like, holy. But you also see that like, that side of Shadow a bit more as well, where he's like, he does like care to some extent. And what's nuts about that thing as well is I think that what follows that scene is the line from the trailer, by the time we're done, there'll be nothing left to rule. I love those little like teases to Shadow's like more hidden personality. Like, I love that. Oh, did I go the right way? Oh, whoops. Okay. But it was very good. Like, seeing those little like nods to Shadow being like more like human than we think is very good. Especially funny because the idea of Shadow as an alien makes sense because humanity, we have species known as anything, you'd fight hard enough for it. Yeah. There's like, and there's even like, we get like, so like after that scene, oh yeah, the other joke was basically Gerald the misogynist, because basically like the two Eggmen are doing like their stuff, they're pulling off a heist. We had a dance number which I wasn't a fan of. Like, we got one in the second film, but I thought it didn't fit here personally, because there was a dance number that basically happens in a room full of deadly lasers, and both of the Eggmen are wearing suits that basically cause it to, that lasers don't affect them. However, that only covers them from their neck to their feet. Their heads are still active. That could have turned into a R-rated movie very quick when they were dancing. Which was kind of one of those things where it's like, why? Like, it didn't really fit here. Even if you had to work 30 hours a job to buy a gourmet meal, that gourmet meal will have been your trophy for winning a war on God himself. How it feels. Yeah. It's like, yeah, there was a whole dance number, and I wasn't a fan of it. And like, I didn't mind it in 2. But here it felt weird because it was all set up for the final act. So basically what happened, just to go back to the joke, basically they end up getting caught, and like the military lady that I was talking about was basically like, I knew you'd fall, I knew you'd look for the key. And then Gerald says, a woman in the military, like all disgusted like, and I was like, no, that like, I was taking a drink, a sip from my drink, and then all of a sudden Oh, I nearly beat the Dark story by accident. Whoops. Or the Dark mission by accident. There was 2 more gun soldiers I missed. I don't care, man. It was like, oh my god. That made me almost spit my drink out. That took me off. I was like, in a Sonic movie. Oh my god.
Now, Doctor,
Humanity's entire survival strategy has become a thing allowed to exist. And how we do that band together, which is why I find stupid when so many people are trying to tear each other apart. I feel like you'd like Metaphor, because that's the entire fucking plot of that game. Straight up, just to kind of go off topic from Sonic for a little bit. Basically, Metaphor literally has... the character is reading a fantasy book, and the fantasy book is about how... Basically, the modern world, but there's no fighting and no, like, war, and everyone listens to each other, and there's no discrimination. Like, that's the fantasy book in that game. So, yeah, but the dumbest part about Metaphor here is that Metaphor I use. Yeah. If you use a chain, we all link together, we all pull the sun down out of the sky. Yeah. That's literally Metaphor. But yeah, no, like, that whole... That joke from Gerald sent me, because I wasn't expecting anything like that. And then... There's always going to be discrimination, hatred, and all that shit. It's just the difference that we gotta admit, be a bigger person and say I still need your help. Yeah. I'm not gonna get into all that now. I'm here to yap about Sonic. That's deeper than what this stream calls for. True, but deep.
This is what you get for turning against your
oh, I forgot there's a boss fight. Oh, I need to get a gun. I want to get a... Oh, shit. Hang on, I gotta find a gun here because I gotta... Actually, no, because isn't there, like, turrets? Oh, dang it. Isn't there, like, turrets? Oh, there is. Gonna shoot his ass.
You asked for it. No more Mr. Nice Guy. Time to crush you once and for all.
Can I pick up your gun? Can I pick up the gun? Can I pick up the gun? Yes! There we go. I had to lock in there for a sec. Because the difference is actually having a prejudice and being delusional. Yeah. That is deeper than what the stream calls for. But yeah, I agree.
An android? Me? I don't believe you.
Oh yeah, there's like this whole plot point in this game where like the neutral route is Shadow was an android and that's it.
Perfect.
Which, yeah, it's gonna be very interesting to see how they do Shadow without the amnesia plotline. Because they tease him at the very end. It's the second post-credit scene where it's like his feet, he steps into frame, like, or you see his feet because he takes off his inhibitor rings, which, how the fuck do we have it in the comics? And how the fuck have we gotten Shadow taking off his inhibitor rings in the comics on a consistent basis, and now his first debut movie, but we don't get it consistently in the games? That pisses me off. He does it once in Sonic 06 and we never see it again. So they're aware. Sega and Sonic Team are aware of the inhibitor rings, but they don't fucking do nothing with them. Shadow needs a standalone game where he can go all out and not like a tie-in with Sonic Generations. He needs his own standalone game outside of Shadow the Hedgehog. Like outside of this one, I mean. Oh, am I in the last mission for the neutral path? I am. Okay, sick. But yeah, like, man, I just want him to take off the inhibitor rings more because it's, even though it's simple, it's badass and I love seeing it every time.
I'll make you wish you'd never created me.
Yeah, so we're like, if we don't get the amnesia plot, I don't know how Black Doom is possibly gonna fit into the movies if we even get Black Doom at all.
While grinding, pressing the shadow.
Let's go. Yeah. Okay, what am I doing? Alright, I'm just going straight to the end, right? Oh, fuck! No! Damn it.
Not here.
That's my first death. Like I said, infinite lives, infinite rings. I genuinely... We're just vibing today. And then, I suppose I'll mention it here as well. The first post-credit scene is they teased... They showed, not even teased, they showed off Metal Sonic and Amy Rose. So now I'm thinking, damn, what's the plot gonna be? I'm genuinely thinking what the plot is gonna be for... Off to the right. Oh, I'm only missing one. Sag. Because they kind of went out of order. I mentioned this earlier, but I'll sum it up briefly. Is that, like, they did... Where am I going? Am I meant to go here? Oh, dear God, I wasn't close enough. They basically went Sonic 1, Sonic 2 and 3, Sonic Adventure 2, and then we're seemingly... I don't think we're going to do CD, because CD requires a lot of, like, going to space and stuff like that. I can't see that happening, especially with any space-related stuff being, like, the last part of the film in this movie. Because once the Eclipse Cannon, like, the Eggmen get the Eclipse Cannon and stuff like that, and it's a whole thing. So, like, I'm genuinely, like, curious, like, what we're gonna see from... Oh, shit. What we're gonna see from, Amy and... Oh, shit, never mind, I'm up here. Amy and Metal Sonic, because I had a theory of why Gun, or not why Gun, but why Metal Sonic is here. Because in the games, we have Metal Sonic being... Oh, shit. Metal Sonic is a creation from Eggman to be an exact match for... An exact match for Sonic. In terms of speed, in terms of power, like, the whole shebang. However... I have a theory that it is not Eggman who is going to be the creator of Metal Sonic in the next film. I think it's going to be Gun, because Gun still has something out for Sonic. And with this film possibly being the send-off to... With this film possibly being the send-off to Jim Carrey's Eggman, we need new villains, at least for the next film, possibly. Assuming Eggman does not come back. Which I don't... It's always up in the air. It's all up in the air as to whether Jim Carrey will actually come back for the role or not. So, like, I think having Gun be the main villains, a la Metal Sonic, in the next film, could be a good idea. Because Gun or anything didn't get redeemed. Gun didn't get redeemed at all in this movie. Like, the last time we see them is that heist, and then everything is like foot on the gas for the rest of the movie. Like, we get the Eclipse Cannon, we get the Eggman going to space, we get Gerald's full-on heel turn, because he was kind of acting like a goofy grandfather for Eggman for, like, most of the film. But then he goes full-on, oh, I'm destroying the planet and taking us all with it. And then even Eggman's like, what? So, like, he has his full heel turn. I wish they would have committed. I get it's still a kids movie at the end of the day. I wish they would have committed fully into his heel turn. But he still kind of goes back to the goofiness a little bit more after that fact. And then...
I think I
oh, fuck.
those bombs.
Damn it, I thought I could, like, be fast enough. Alright, let's go. But yeah, like, here, I'll just keep spinning. So, like, that sets up, like... Oh, and also, like, we get, like, a brief, like, kind of headbutting between Sonic and... What's this it? Whee! Neutral route done. Well, not done, but neutral route done after we fight the boss.
Doctor, at last I'll hear the truth from you.
Sorry, just to kind of go back. Basically, when they're planning for the base, just to kind of, like, add context to the rest of the scene. Basically, for the last act of the movie, we have the raid, or raid. I say heist. It's more of a heist than a raid. We get the heist. Tom gets hospitalized by Shadow because he took a single punch from Shadow, who thought Tom was the gun commander.
Nice to see you, Shadow Android.
And then we get... Yeah, Eggman get the keys. Gun doesn't show up for the rest of the movie, and we've no hints as to what they possibly might end up be doing behind the scenes. But there's a reason that the military lady, who I imagine is like the second in command after the commander, because the commander's not around.
Why, you little...
Oh yeah, I suppose I didn't want to say it, but I guess I might as well say it. Yeah, they just kill off the commander. They kill off Commander Walters in the movie. So that leads to the lady stepping up in charge and wanting the keys. But she wants them for herself for some reason. She wanted to use the Eclipse Cannon, or at least it was hinted that she wanted to use it. So now, in planning for the heist, like I mentioned, basically Maddie suggests, hey, why doesn't Sonic just go full on Golden God Super and go in and lace shit? And then they say no. They say no because it's like we don't want to rely on that power unless we absolutely need to. We don't want to rely on that power unless we absolutely have to. So it's like, okay, right, fair enough. And then what we do is we just follow along that. No. So basically, like, that leads to the headbutting between... We lead to the headbutting then between Knuckles and Sonic, because Sonic, now ridden with grief, now grief-stricken, because he thinks Tom could fucking die after what happened. Basically, he's like, where's the Master Emerald? I'm getting it now. We need to go after Shadow. And then there's like a brief little stint of Knuckles being like, we made a vow not to use that power unless absolutely necessary. And then the Sonic's like, we have no choice now. It is our only choice. Because the Eclipse Cannon is in space. Like, how are they gonna get, like... They don't have the resources of, like, gun or anything. So how are they gonna actively... Like, how are they gonna get up to the Eclipse Cannon without the emeralds? Then there's like a brief cameo with Wade, who's using the Master Emerald as a hockey puck, which I thought was like, okay, fine, whatever. It was brief, so I didn't mind it. They really toned down a lot of the extra human characters, which I'm a fan of. I like the fact that they did tone it down a bit. Yeah, I gotta get Chaos. Give me the Chaos Blast. Okay, cool. So, yeah, we eventually get that. Sonic eventually gets the Emerald because he just swipes it off Wade. Because what is Wade gonna do against, like, a grief-stricken, angered Sonic? And then we get one of the coolest shots in the movie, where basically Sonic is immediately turning super and heads straight to the Eclipse Cannon, and he doesn't stop. The first thing he does when he gets super is he goes right up for the Eclipse Cannon, and then what he does is he literally tears through the window of the Eclipse Cannon and grabs Shadow, and they basically end up on the fucking moon. Oh no, they don't end up on the moon. They end up crashing back down to Earth, and then there's like a whole fight scene. And there is a scene in the trailer that hides that very fucking well. If you know, you know. But yeah, basically there's a whole fight there, and it's like very intense. It's very... When I heard people talking about how very Dragon Ball it was, I could understand when I went to go see it. I was like, oh, very good. Okay. GG's, Eggman.
No! This can't be!
So, like, that basically starts a whole fight.
Sorry,
and there's, like,
but this
one
is the end
specific...
for you.
There's one specific scene after they've kind of, like, had their back and forth fighting, where Sonic is, like, still kind of angry and stuff like that. He's still, like, going through that, like, grief in his mind and stuff like that. And then Shadow basically taunts him. I'll explain more in a bit because I want to focus on this. This is one of the wildest endings, and it's probably the first ending you get when playing this game. And all of the endings aside from the last story are non-canon. So
Made you, and this is how you repay me?
I am Shadow Android, the ultimate battle life form created by Eggman. You may have created me, Doctor, but I will now lead this empire and androids will rule. This is who I am.
Eggman, target acquired. Locked and loaded. Fire.
What? Goodbye, Doctor.
Eggman's fucking dead. I know we kind of covered this in our Road to Shadow, but that's still one of the wildest endings. Like, in 3 out of 4 endings in this game that have Eggman as the final boss, he gets clapped. He just gets basically murked by Shadow. And that's the funniest thing in the entire game. Like, because if you're like me and didn't think there was, like, a last story to play through, you're going through this, like, you might try and, like, do the other routes and stuff like that as well, but you mightn't get all of them to get the last story because that's 10 motherfucking endings. And like, Thero's video can say just how tedious that can be. Then again, he's also putting a gimmick on himself where people can donate to make him evil or good, depending on, like, how much they donate and stuff like that. It's the whole percentage thing, but that's besides the point. That's one of the more wilder endings. Okay. Right. We've got... This was going to be a shorter stream. Not this short. We're not calling it here. I did say we're going to do the good ending, but let me just check because there might be a mission that kind of fucks that plan up a bit. The plan was I was going to go down the good route and basically, like, get here. Oh, right. Yeah, okay, hang on. Yeah, there's like the arc missions suck in this game. The arc missions in this game absolutely suck. And there's like 4 out of, I think there's 4 missions that have the arc. And they're tedious as crap. So I'm like trying to think what ones were like. Yeah, because I don't want to end up doing like the bad path by accident and then like going down here. I think if I like do it in a way, where I do the dark path, I'll go up here. I think this is the easier mission and then I go down here. I actually have to plan this out. Okay, I think that, assuming I'm right, that's gonna be the way we do it. Space gadget. Yeah, I think oh yeah, we do it that way. Yes, we do it that way. So we do the dark mission here, and then we do hero here, which is very easy, and then we eventually get here, and then it's a whole thing. Okay, that's our plan. Yeah, because that other mission that we're trying to avoid is actually really tedious. So let's jump in. We have our plan. We can skip the cutscenes we've already watched. Now that we're basically starting the game again. But it'll also take a bit longer because we are doing a good route. Or a mostly good route since I'm picking an evil mission at one of the points. But yeah, like... God. Yeah, basically, back to what I was talking about before I got distracted. I'm not gonna talk or make too many segues. Well, I'm not gonna make too many segues now because we've already seen all this stuff if you've watched those streams, and the VODs are still up on my channel as well. Like, we've covered Shadow for the most part, or the game for the most part. But there was one scene that I was mentioning before I pivoted to Eggman getting murked. And that was, there's basically a scene where the first vibe I got was Frieza talking shit about Krillin to Goku before Goku completely lashes out. And that was like, the vibe was immaculate, because basically what happens is there's a scene where they're talking and it's like Shadow's like trying to be like, oh, now look at you, you're trying to fight me out of revenge, so how can you, like, basically challenging Sonic's morals pretty much, where it's like it all went wrong. Yeah, basically, like, yeah, Shadow basically ends up challenging Sonic's morals. It's like, you're fighting me out of revenge now, so what makes you so different? And then, like, he name drops, like, Tom, I think. Oh, no, I don't think he knows his name, but he mentions, like, that human. And then Sonic literally hits Shadow so hard. They're back on Earth. He hits Shadow so hard. They get sent to the moon and knock Shadow out of his super form. Yo, Pretty, how's it going? I'm talking Sonic spoilers, if you do not mind hearing about that. You're welcome to stay, but if you want to avoid spoilers, I'm just giving that heads up there now. But welcome to the stream. Hope you're doing well. I'm taking a slight break from Warframe just to yap, and then I'll be back whenever I stream again this week. Whenever I stream again next week, or this week, excuse me. But yeah, so it's just, we're talking about Sonic mainly today, because it is like my favorite, if not one of my favorite franchises, next to Dragon Ball. But yeah, so yeah, basically, yeah, like Sonic basically one-shots none of that. Sonic basically one-shots Shadow and got him to the point where he's like, I can't even like do this because I'm like, I can't even like show it because my arms are like tied to my waist in the VTuber model, but like he's holding him down and like is ready to fucking finish it, dude. It's actually like wild. Then of course Sonic comes to the realization of like, no, this isn't me. Yeah, like fuck, like Sonic locks the fuck in near the end of the movie. It's really fucking good. Genuine question, why didn't you have your first VTubing avatar be a Dragon Ball character? Because a lot of Dragon Ball fans do that. Mainly copyright issues, because... Mainly, I don't know, just like... you can't like make a career off of portraying a character from someone else's property, because you will get hounded for that shit. You think Toei will let that like lay down? I know there's like Gamer Goku, there's like a dude who plays like, uses a Goku avatar, and like there's Prince Vegeta and stuff like that. But like for me doing that as a VTuber model, I just rather be safe than sorry. Oh, whoops. I don't mean an actual Dragon Ball character, like an OC Dragon Ball character. You think I have the budget for that? I don't have the budget for that. My budget is practically zero making this model. So that's why. I wouldn't mind like maybe down the line making like a Sonic OC for an avatar, because I know some people have done that. I know Sayu, another VTuber that I watch, had like a Shadow style avatar in his colors. Like that was pretty sick. So like I don't mind doing stuff like that. I think that'd be pretty fun. Literally one person I saw do that was named Vidalia. Yes, do it, my hive mind. Yeah. I mean, like, that requires a budget. One I don't have. So, maybe down the line, we'll see. But yeah. So, like, I'm not gonna... as much as I, like, already spoiled a lot of stuff, I kind of don't want to go too much into, like, that final... As much as I don't want to... Or as much as I want to talk spoilers, the last 30 minutes of that movie are so good. Because they're something you should experience for yourself. Like, they're genuinely so good. Her budget was pixel art. Fair enough. I have to look her up. You can tell me. Don't worry, I won't watch it. Yeah, no, I just mean like for... Pretty hasn't given a verdict, so I'm kind of just being like... I think it's worth experiencing, you know? Unless you have absolutely no interest in Sonic, in which case, fair enough. Pretty has not said anything, so I'm worried I already spoiled shit if they're interested. If they're interested. What, Pretty? Do you care if I spoil it? The Sonic movie, considering you're here and I have spoilers in the title. That's what. That's all. Just double checking. People also say crack cocaine's worth experiencing. That ain't me though. I mean, Sonic is less... Actually, you know what? I've been living with Sonic all my life, so... Where is... Ow! I don't care about the movie. Okay, sick. Yeah, basically, we get our Sonic Adventure 2 moment where they both turn super and Live and Learn plays, and it's so hyped because it's practically a Dragon Ball Z fight. And Dragon Ball Z fans got Dragon Ball Evolution, and Sonic fans were eating good because, oh my god, that entire thing was so fucking good. Right, I need to find, don't tell me I missed, like, I need to find, where's it? I've like how many aliens are there left? There's apparently 3 aliens left. Hang on, I gotta go around since we're doing a good path. It's so hype, says the person currently smoking 3 pack of crack. Yeah. To me, that's what Sonic is to some people. I did say I would have to, like, I struggled to kind of stay calm on some occasions, but I also had to because I was like in a theater full of other, like basically it was a theater full of kids, and then I had a family member with me who also wanted to go and watch the film. So like so I had to like stay calm, but I was almost in tears practically by the end. Like, they did it so good.
Creatures, get out of my sight.
Oh fuck yeah, disgusting black creatures. I forgot about that fucking line, dude. Oh my god, I forgot about that line. Disgusting black creatures, get out of my sight. That's the equivalent of Trunks saying hold your fire. That man isn't black. It's so fucking nuts, dude. If you don't spoil a movie, like, well, they go spoil it, whatever movies you want. Dragon Ball is more like the equivalent of a 6-pack of whiskey, aged like 300-year-old milk. I just love Dragon Ball and Sonic. We can skip this, we already seen this cutscene. But yeah, it's just so good. No, like, the fact that that whole fight scene near the end, and I'm not even talking about the one of, like, Sonic versus Shadow, but I'm talking of the one where it's like the two of them finally teaming up to stop Gerald from destroying the planet. And they also piss on the moon, which was in the trailers, which is great. If you know, you know. No, there's not. There is one thing I like that would be the equivalent to 3 gallons of black tar heroin, and that's original Saints Row series. Yeah, that's good. I like those. I like those games. Well, I say I like those games, but I actually never played the first and second games. I've played 3 and 4, and I know people didn't like 3 or 4 all that much. Maybe I'll make that another game to go back and play if I can get access to it. The original Saints Row and Saints Row 2. That could be fun. Think more LSD to black tar heroin, Jesus. But yeah, no, like, I came out of Sonic 3 and I was like, I want to watch it again. Like, I was like, I rarely think that way about movies because kind of like games, I like doing a one and done situation. That's why I ended up buying Metaphor after, because I was like, you know what, I'm gonna play it on easy. I'm gonna fucking just, I'll play it on easy. I'm gonna just like do my own thing. Oh, damn, I need a better gun. There we go. And then I'm just like move on with my life. Like, that's me with movies and like TV shows. Like, I can rarely watch TV shows and stuff like that. Ugh. Effing thing. I watched the Sonic movies. I said, oh, go to Sonic movies, and I watched it. I was like, oh, go to Sonic movies over, and then I forgot that it existed until now. For me, God, voice crack. For me, the third one is the best. In my opinion, there's too many humans in the B plot of Sonic 2 was awful in my opinion, because all it does is set up Gun, and like I mentioned before, Gun feel like they do fuck all in this movie. So that's kind of like why I'm not a big fan of 2. I'd have to rewatch 1, to be honest, because I have to rewatch 1 to kind of give my general sense on it, because they kind of just set up their own thing, like, and it's good and all that, but yeah.
But I think we can still catch up. Let's go.
Let's go, Sonic. For me, as a person who watched Captain Jack Sparrow, I only remember those movies because of Captain Jack Sparrow. I didn't recall even call them by their original name. Yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. Yeah, for me, like, movies and shows like that are like one and done, but I actually wanted to go back in and rewatch Sonic 3. Like, that's how like into it I was. Like, it was perfect. Well, it was perfect for anyone that like loves Sonic and stuff like that. It's great. But I've been glazing the movie for like an hour and a half, so I do want to give some kind of actually, no, I did give my gripes on Gun and stuff like that. My only concern with Maria having her wait, am I ahead of the ship? Did I like pass it out? I actually can't tell. Oh, I did. I passed it out. I was wondering for a sec. Because it's very easy to do that. Go on. Fire all the guns. Come on. Come on. There we go.
Yes! We did it!
Awesome! Dude, I think you need therapy because obviously someone beats you over the head with a Sonic CD. Speaking of Sonic CD. No, like, if there's like one franchise I would like stick with for streams and videos, it would be Sonic or Dragon Ball. Like, I grew up with Sonic more or longer than I have with Dragon Ball, so Sonic is literally gonna be like, I'll be like 60 years old and I'll go see Sonic 7 or whatever number Sonic that we have by that time.
Hand over that chaos emerald.
Like, I just love the series so much.
So, think you have a chance against
But like,
me, do you?
I don't even know if I have
I
autism.
don't take orders, especially from you.
Some people might say I do, but it came out full force after I watched that movie. I did not shut the fuck. You couldn't shut me the fuck up. The entire car trip back home, I was just non-stop talking about like theories and where we could go from here. And after they showed off Amy Metal Sonic. Oh, did I say my theory about Metal Sonic possibly being developed by Gunn instead of Eggman, because Eggman seems like he was sent off in this movie? If so, there it is. That's my theory.
Bring it on!
But yeah, because like Jim Carrey's such a wild card, because we didn't know he was coming back for 3 until he was like showing off. Yo, Man of Secret, how's it going?
Let's have some fun!
We're playing and talking Sonic today, for a little bit at least. I am complete on I'm on Yapster mode 9000. I'm like in love with Sonic. I'm not gonna go over previous points, but yeah, that's what we're doing today. There it is. Can you like do a thing? No? Come on. I'm looking over here because I'm looking at OBS because I can still see the do the thing. Still quite exhausted from the cup this weekend. Oh, it's like, was there like a Yu-Gi-Oh thing on? Or was there something else? I don't want to always assume Yu-Gi-Oh. Like it's your only interest or anything. Oh shit, bro, I need a gun. Hang on, let me get a gun. Yeah, MD again. Ah, cool. I need to play that game again. I need to jump back in. I logged on for rewards and stuff. Right, now, I got a gun. Right, you better... what the hell is going on? How you love something so much that it comes out of a guy who watches silly nerds out with the concept of gravity. That's fair. But yeah, like, man, I just love the series. Like, I understand, like, people call, like, the 2010s version, like, the dark age of Sonic. Which I can kind of agree with. I'm not a big... After replaying Sonic Colors, I'm not a big fan of, like, the... Yo, we're so epic chill writing of those Sonic games. I'm just not a fan. Oh, you fucking turned away, you nasty bitch. Get over here. Oh, you bitch! You nasty tub of lard. Come here. There we go. Jesus. Recommend getting the next pack since we're getting multi armies. I have to jump back in. I pulled a couple of packs because I saw that Red Eye's Dark Dragoon got fucking unbanned.
Out of my way, alien monster.
So I was like, all right, let me try. Let me see if I can get lucky and get Red Eye's Dark Dragoon. Spoiler alert, I didn't. But it is what it is. Connecting to chat. Please don't tell me my stream is being stupid. Hang on. Let me do a quick reload. Let me do a quick reload. Yeah, invert is still legal. Okay, we're good. We're good. It's weird on my monitor here. It says connecting to chat, but I can see it perfectly fine on my phone because my phone's like a backup chat. Oh, mouse cursor.
We've also managed to suppress enemy forces in 5.
Get rid of that. Did you know that term dragoon comes from Revolutionary War, known as the French Revolution, known as the time British got kicked out of America? Oh yeah, I'm aware. That was like kind of like one of the funniest things about like when Dokibird came or started VTubing again. Oh, wait, we got a line. I just realized where we're at. Say the thing.
Where's that damn fourth Chaos Emerald?
He said the thing. He said the thing.
Tails?
Alright, sorry. I had to get that out. I had to get that off my. I had to get that out of my system.
I've got to get those rings back.
Also, this is gonna be the easiest.
Chaos.
This is gonna be the easiest hero mission in the world because it requires gathering rings, and I have infinite rings.
This is just too easy. Guess it's my lucky day.
So we're getting the same BS as DPE before. Ugh. Yeah, I'm not like caught up on the metas and stuff like that. Watch this. I want to get watch me get one ring. Actually, no. I at least want to get to Tails. Right.
Hey, Shadow,
I avoid the rings for now.
Eggman's collected rings from all around the world.
Watch this, chat.
What do you say? That's all of
Yeah,
them.
that's the funniest shit. I was like playing this casually like a couple of months back, and I forgot I had them on.
Sorry, Doctor. I got no time.
And like you have to get 400 rings, and then I picked up the first ring because I wasn't trying to actually like do a pure hero route. I was just messing about, and like whatever objective I did first is what I did. And then I picked them up, and I was like, oh fuck, I didn't mean to have that on. The infinite rings on. Whoops. Oh well. But yeah, sorry, I got distracted. Yeah, talking about the Dragoon thing, I was like, that was the reason why Dokibird picked Dragoons as her fan name again, because if you're familiar with Selene and that whole situation, she's like, I can pick Dragoons because it's a real fucking word, which means they can't sue me for it. I'm like, oh, so fucking based, bro. The double piece with the mouth open is kind of sus, Tails. Oh god, stop, man. Stop. He's a child.
Alert all field commanders.
He's a child.
I'm authorizing
Oh my god.
all tactical weapons. I want both.
Nobody. Oh god. But yeah. No, it's just so good.
Failure is not an option.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, gun commander on his fuck shit. Still wanting to kill Shadow.
It's over, Shadow. You'll finally be exposed and eradicated for the evil that you are.
But yeah, I'm trying to think. I don't think there's much else in terms of like the Sonic movie I want to yap about. But oh my god, so good. I think I've gotten like I've covered the post-credit scenes. I've covered my theories for the most part. I've covered like my just sheer joy of seeing that movie. It was just nice to see like all that happening. Even more of a reason not to do that post. What's his prerogative with killing Shadow, or is it like Vegeta and Goku thing? Oh no, in this game, the gun commander basically thinks Shadow is responsible for Shadow killing everyone on the Ark, where himself, Maria, Gerald Robotnik and all that were. However, he's also the gun commander, and it was a gun raid. It was a gun raid that killed everyone on the Ark. So it's kind of a bit weird because he's the commander of gun. Now, granted, he was a kid 50 years ago, so it's a little bit different. But like, how does he not know what gun did?
Hey, you're on our side.
He basically blames Shadow for damage of what his organization did, or the organization he is currently control over. I think I just have to get to the Chaos Emerald, don't I?
Get out.
Yeah, right, okay, that's fine. Okay, that's fine. I thought he thought more, maybe he like participated and wants to cover it up. No, basically, we might actually get the scene here. We might actually get the scene after this, because we watched the cutscenes for this game like a while back because it was the part of our road to Shadow. I didn't play the game because it's tedious to go through, but this is my this is my like completed like full playthrough save file. Yeah. I thought the more and more he participated, he wants to cover it up. No, he was a kid basically when it happened, which has its own bag of worms because it's like, how was he like a kid that was there when Maria? The only reason Maria was there was because she had a disease. She had a chronic illness that was or terminal illness that basically, like, Gerald was doing his best to try and cure Maria of. That's why Shadow was created and why Black Doom, or why he got in contact with Black Doom to try and create the ultimate life form that could cure Maria. Yeah, but it's very obvious that Gunn went in, guns blazing, without much, as a FBI open up. There's a whole thing with, there's an item you can get in Shadow Generations called Gerald's Journal, and it goes into a lot more detail about what was happening behind the scenes. Like, basically the president wanted, basically some form of immortality. Gunn wanted a weapon, and once it came out that Maria had a terminal illness, all Gerald wanted to do was just cure his granddaughter. So he was getting torn in every direction possible by every force that was just kind of like messing with him, and then eventually he just went off the deep end. Once the raid happened on the Ark, he just went off the deep end and was like, right, I'm killing everyone. Like, another thing they did was, because I was surprised when Gerald Robotnik was shown off in the trailers, because in the games, Gerald got killed via firing squad in the games. Like, now, it makes sense to some extent. Like, you're not going to do, like, they didn't shoot Maria in the back. They weren't going to have Gerald be executed by firing squad. Like, they just weren't going to do that for a kids movie. Nice. I'm assuming he wasn't actually there. He might have been told by the previous commander, who was actually just trying to commit it, or 266 on that station. No, there's a cutscene where you see the kid in this game. You see a cutscene of the commander as a kid, where he's looking in the door and he sees Shadow in a like stasis tank, Black Doom, and Gerald. So naturally, he thinks Shadow's a fucking monster. So he already had, like, grief, but, like, it doesn't explain, like, how he survived the gun raid on the Ark. It's, like, a whole thing. Like, his character makes so little sense to me. And, like, his hatred for Shadow as well. Unless it was an Anakin Skywalker situation as well. It could have been, like, I don't know, maybe it could have been a presidential order or something.
What's he talking about?
Because the president wanted, like, his thing. But something tells me it's not the same president, which could be a fun villain in another standalone Sonic game, or Shadow game.
Shadow, you should rest. You need to be ready for
Kill everyone and then only save one for extra convert, which makes it a lot more horrifying when you think about it. Yeah, Shadow's backstory and, like, the characters surrounding him, like, it can get fucked up. That's why I like, but that's why Shadow's my favorite character. That's why Shadow's my favorite character, because like he's like the one that has like the most depth to him.
Finish him off.
Right, I have to like go up here. Can't I just? Bam. No. I think I just. Oh, dang it! I thought I could just keep mashing the button. Oh, whoops. It shouldn't be too bad. This dude doesn't move around as much as the last time we fought this one. Ow! Okay, it's a good thing I have infinite rings. You know, I'm just gonna jump off from here. Sorry, what Rouge? I'm firing my gun. Oh, dang it! Hang on. There we go. Easy. Shadow, you did it. I like how Rouge is somehow with me despite the fact that I did the evil mission. But yeah, like...
There's no way you can stop me.
Yeah, Shadow's just cool. Why did you turn into a bridge to Vegeta Shadow? I mean, that's like their whole dynamic now, like Sonic and Shadow. Like, that's like their whole dynamic is just Vegeta. Well, it's less even Vegeta, because Vegeta's whole thing is like, I will defeat you, Kakarot. But like, when Goku and Vegeta are in a room, it's not like on sight. When Sonic and Shadow see each other, it's on sight, like almost all of the time. Like, that's the funny thing. And speaking of Sonic,
What's up, Shadow?
okay, I say all of the time,
You again.
but they don't tolerate each other like, or they tolerate each other but barely. Don't tell me you know someone who you might even be friends with where it's not where it's not on site. Yeah, that's fair.
That means we're going too.
But at this point in the story, though, at the point in this story, Shadow has amnesia, so it's not on site like all of the time because he's too busy. He's not even like trying to fight with Sonic. He's just trying to figure out what his past. Because after SA2, he got amnesia and stuff because of crashing down to Earth and all that. That's why it's not like an immediate, right, we're fighting Sonic type of deal. I remember I played Sonic Chronicles, that game. The Sonic BioWare RPG that everyone like collectively hated. I didn't hate it, but it wasn't great.
So familiar.
Yeah, like he doesn't remember the arc.
Why? This is
Oh yeah.
where I
Yeah.
Maria?
The events of Sonic Adventure 2.
died?
Ah, yeah, bring it on.
He's having an existential crisis and Sonic is like, ah, yeah!
Looks like the party's getting started. Time to rock and roll. You up for this, Shadow?
Let's go. You know, I just want one of these major stories to be obviously false and the character does remember, they just want to pretend like they don't. That would be a fun plot twist. You meet a character like in an RPG and they like, oh, they say they have amnesia or something like that, and then it turns out they were like a villain the whole time or something. That'd be pretty neat.
Don't you remember?
Right. The good story is to beat Sonic in a race.
Just like old times.
So
For the emerald.
let's go. Let's hope I can one-shot this. Especially if they were like once a villain or something, but they wanted to get out of the life in an effective way. Yeah.
The Ark's defense system is blocking.
Effective way. Just hang on, I'll read it because I have to like focus on the race. Want to get out of life in an effective way, and the twist is like everyone's more confused than anything. So yeah, I was like, what? Ow. Let's go. I think I can like, or not glitch, but I think I could like cheese like the last part of the race. When I get to it. Or I wouldn't even say it's cheese, it's kind of more of a shortcut. Right, let's go. Yeah, because this is like reenacting like the final race between Shadow and Sonic in Sonic Adventure 2. Now, one might ask, why didn't I play Sonic Adventure 2? I'd rather play the Sonic and Shadow levels, that's why, and there's not many of them. There's not many of those levels to actively work with. Also, fuck Rouge's levels. I'm not doing that whole game again. At least not this year. Those those levels from Rouge were awful. Oh shit. Oh, why it turns me around like that? Go. Why does it make me do that? Oh, I was trying to do a spin dash. Alright, there we go. Oh god, the fucking lag. Why is it doing that? Alright, there we go. Could have been it was an anime, it could have been a main villain of the previous arc who wanted to get out like he's a 40-year-old bank robber who just wants to retire. But the anime version. Like, without the amnesia, that kind of reminds me of Life of a House Husband, where it's a Yakuza dude that basically is like, gets married to his wife, and it basically becomes a house husband. It's actually really funny. I actually hear it's pretty good. I don't know if that was just my friend glazing it though.
Is this the Ark's power plant?
Oh yeah, I didn't realize I had a double jump on these. Oh fuck. Okay. Oh, okay, I gotta go down. Okay. Oh, you son of a bitch. Okay. 1, 2. Damn it, I was trying to grab it. Fuck. I was trying to like... It's just wasting time. Get down. Come on. Let me up here. I hate this. I hate having to wait. Can I turn the camera, please? I guess not. It won't let me turn the camera. Okay. Thankfully, I can shortcut this. All right. I gotta lock in a tiny bit.
I need 5 keys.
2 minutes. And sometimes like the controls can feel very like It's weird because like Sonic Heroes, which would have been the game that came out before this, feels very slippery, but like it feels like you're turning a car like that's like covered in concrete. Like how the hell do you turn it? Oh wait, I can do this. Oh, I hope I didn't completely misjudge that.
Now it's time to dash for the finish.
No, I think I got this. I got this. Yeah, we got this. Easy. Oh, I completely missed the thing, but nice. Also, why did the song developers think that an MP5 was a pump action? Couldn't tell you. I couldn't tell you. Dude just pumps a fucking MP5 and it's the funniest shit in the game. It's the funniest thing imaginable. But also, this is around the same time that like
Perfect.
like every game was going edgy. Like Jak and Daxter went from like a fun collectathon type of game into fucking Jak 2, where he's like edgy and I'm gonna kill Praxis and all that type of shit, you know? So like it was kind of a thing where
Maria.
It was kind of a thing where like Sonic ended up following suit. Oh, by the way, Maria's dying.
Please, Shadow. I need your
If they wanted to have a pump action shotgun, the spaz was right there. Same thing with Mossberg's. Let's be real, I don't think they really cared. It was just about making Shadow look as edgy as possible. I mean, he's holding a gun that looks to be a sniper rifle on the cover, so it was about going for the. This whole game is edge, and honestly, partially fucked up the perception of Shadow for a long time.
Look, up there.
Because they thought he was just an edgy boy that was edgy for the sake of being edgy.
Once every 50 years, that black comet.
Yeah, but at what point is it edgy? And at what point is it not edgy and just comical? I think that's the way people look at it now in hindsight. It's more of like a funny part of Shadow's past in his games. Like they did it in the movie. He picks up a pistol and he fires it. He fires it at Sonic. Like, now granted, it's kind of like an energy pistol. It's not like an actual gun, but that's as PG as you're getting. But like he like picks it up when he's on the motorcycle and he's shooting it at Sonic. Like, it's great. Come on, they had the slap charging handle right there. They chose the one thing less cool and more hilarious. But yeah, I mean, at this point, it's like
I can feel them.
it's at that point like I wasn't gonna take it seriously anyway, and especially I tapped up by accident. Whoops. Especially for Sonic, I was not gonna take anything they did seriously in terms of like weaponry, unless it's like Eclipse Cannon, because that's like scary shit. Like a big orbital ray that can basically destroy the planet. Then again, in hindsight, that kind of got wrecked by the fan dub because pissing on the moon and all that type of shit. So you take what you get. Come on. I need guns. Not swords, I need guns. I need guns for like, cause this dude a biggin. Okay, there we go. Like there has to be more edgy things and grounded ways to make the joke. Turns or whatever that German SMG full auto mean. You know what that means, yeah. I mean, like, even then, like, I don't think they have guns in this game, but I think it's still an E10 rating. I think. I actually don't know. It could be a teen rating, actually. Right, there we go. I just realized I won't be able to keep this gun because I have to use, like, I have to use another gun for mechanics. They have mechanics in this fucking level. Okay, hang on. Let's see if I can get the gun back. Come here. Come here, come here, come here, come here. There we go. Yeah, go back. I'm trying. Get away. Get away. Give me this gun because it's like one of the best in the game. Yeah, but why would they use an MP5? They're not a more real cartoon gun physics. Or rather than just real gun with cartoon level physics. Look, I couldn't tell you. I'm not a deaf. It's funny as shit, though. It's still funny as shit, though, looking back. Like, it doesn't go hard or anything or make like Shadow look any more badass because he's already badass as he is. Wait, what the fuck? Like, Shadow's already a badass character with his abilities and the whole Ultimate Lifeform gimmick and stuff like that. Actually, I don't think they say he's the Ultimate Lifeform in the movies, now that I think about it. Oh! And there's one more thing. Yeah, for some weird reason, he doesn't use Chaos Control in the film, which is like his signature move. He's edgy Cell. Yeah, in the games anyway, yeah. Created from Black Doom and... Created from Black Doom's blood. And Dr. Gerald's smarts. Yeah, I completely forgot. Shadow doesn't use chaos control in the film, which is wild. Why is Black Doom in my ear? Fuck off. I'm doing the hero route. It's interesting. He does do Chaos Spear because he does Chaos Spear in like the final battle when he's like fighting bots to get to the Eclipse Cannon. I'm gonna try and like get my give me. I'm gonna try and get like Chaos Control. At least it was original in the fact that they had the ability all the good fighters maximize. Yeah. Oh shit.
Watch your step. Take a look below.
Right, there we go. Oh yeah, I gotta be careful.
Watch your back.
Okay, awesome. Sometimes you can with the physics you can easily fail that.
Don't touch that switch.
I'm not gonna touch the switch. Right. Chaos control. Chaos control.
The ultimate power.
Is there any way we can shut down the lasers that are defending the exit?
Bro, you're way too late on that. I already used chaos control to get past it. To bypass that shit. We were like, I wouldn't even say speed running, but like we're close to speed running this whole thing. But yeah, I was joking with another relative who's around my age, but like has no interest in Sonic whatsoever. Since we have the release date for, or not a release date, but we have a release window for Sonic 4 now. It's like, yeah, I'm dragging you along with me, bud. He's like, no, you'll have to like, you will have to somehow drag me, and it's like, I'll find a way. He has no interest in Sonic at all, which is like funny. Dude went to see like Marvel movies and he's no interest in those either. I feel like he'd be okay with a Sonic movie. I feel like Sonic's brain's slower than normal humans, which is like problematic. And the fact that he literally runs at the speed of light, yeah. I don't know how, like, I've seen first-person Sonic mods. Those things are sickening. I don't know how the fuck Sonic can move with his, like, the way he, like, sees stuff. There we go. Like, it's sickening seeing those mods, like, for Sonic Generations and stuff like that. Sonic's just like, how does he not throw up, genuinely? Looking for any... If I can get a... Okay, there we go. A slime! You good, slime? Oh, what the fuck? Give me chaos control. Chaos control! Scrap that second part with drugs. They're not needed. You think you try fast play Ultra Kill and then Metal Gear Rising back to back? Then hailing and shit off. Okay. I did try and play that game on stream before and then I just couldn't get it set up, unfortunately. Metal Gear Rising, I mean, not Ultra Kill. Ultra Kill's one of those games where it's like reflexes and I'm like slow as fuck. I can barely handle like regular games.
That might just be a decoy to trap us, but it's our only clue we have right now.
Let's go.
Guess we'll just have to follow it.
Let's go. I think we're near the end, actually.
Smash them up. Great. Like we needed another problem. Still fight Shadow?
Can you still fight Shadow? Bro, I've been like destroying everything I've come into contact with since I started. Yep, there he is.
What is it, Shadow? Is there a shield in the way?
No, he's right here, dude. He's right here, dog. No wonder you have a plan ahead of time. All your reflexes are slow enough that I can literally see the gears in your brain turning.
So we meet at
to the message via typewriter. Your fingers, I think, could not think of a slower mechanism. I think it's just, like, I've gotten better, but I'd still do struggle with, like, basic, like, multitasking in terms of, like, reading chat, playing the game, and somehow keeping my fucking brain on the same thought as I started with. That's why I knew this stream was going to be very fucking rambly from the beginning. But it is what it is.
You've done well.
I do like planning ahead though, so I can like
Black Doom,
get it done.
Your rule ends here.
Yeah, you know what I find hilarious? That you can't press the button like 30 minutes before you need to react somehow because you reacted to something in the future, because that's what I do.
Fools. The Black Arm Humans are more than superior. We are perfect. Do you realize?
Oh, fun fact. Sean Schimmel actually voices Black Doom as well. So this is Goku right now talking to us. He doesn't voice him in the new game, but he voices him here.
You should be scared, Black Doom. I made a promise to Maria.
I think I made that, like, I think I actually made that fun fact in the Road to Shadow watch along as well. But still a fun fact, you know. Not Goku at all. Guy has fucking range of a 50 BMG sniper with a 5-foot scope and a 8-foot barrel. Yeah. It's actually kind of nuts. I didn't even know it was Sean Schimmel until like way later.
Let's end this once and for all.
I need a gun. Shadow may not need a gun, but I definitely do. Alright, where's he at? So I know Black Doom's annoying because he just teleports. And sometimes he'll like have invulnerability and shit. And it's not even like it's stressful because I literally have infinite lives and infinite rings. Oh, I have to go. Really? How did he hit me if I have to get high enough? There we go. There we go. There we go. Shit, stop. That shit is so much rage. You would call it a compensator. Actually, more like a raging compensator. Dear God. I think he like tore up his throat pretty bad doing Black Doom.
Maria loves this planet. I will not let you destroy it.
I will not let you destroy it. Yay! We did it. We did both of those routes within the 2 hours. That's actually not too bad. To be fair, well, I only fell off the map once, and that would have been like the only way for me to physically die in the game. You get what I'm referencing, right? The same thing that Flaming Compensator references in Sunshine Overdrive. I've not played that game, unfortunately. So, no. I heard that game is pretty good, though. I think it's on Steam, actually, so... Finally. More games to possibly put on the list to play for stream. If you look up an image of it, you'll see what I mean. Okay, I'll look it up after this since we're going to be calling it soon anyway. The plan today was to yap about the movie, and I've done that. Play 2 routes of this game, and then that was our like little Warframe break. And then whenever we stream again this week, it'll probably be Warframe, because I'm going to be playing Metaphor on my own time.
Power of these emeralds, Black Doom and his army are finished. This is who I am.
Yeah, and then we get All Hail Shadow. Yeah. All Hail Shadow being like, I wouldn't say the best one. I think I like I Am All of Me more than All Hail Shadow personally. Yeah, we're done. We did it. We're not doing the last story because it's fucking like another hour. It's like an hour long, and the boss fight's tedious as shit. So this was like I said, this was kind of like a just chat and stream with a game in the background. That was like kind of the way I did it. Oh shit, wrong screen. That's good. I really love, like, I think I got all my thoughts out of the way when it came to the movie. I think I did get like all my thoughts out of the way. There might have been something I missed, but I'm just happy enough to yap, honestly. I just wanted an outlet personally. Okay, what's this? I'm gonna look at what it's hang on, I'm looking up this like Sunset Overdrive thing. Can't see. I think this is it. It's like, it looks like a flaming compensator, and it looks like a musket with two. It looks like a dick and balls, basically. If you look up, alright, next time you want to do a stream like this, you're gonna have to let me. Yeah, because you're already overdue at listening to yapping and me not being able to yap myself. Now you understand what I mean by flaming compensator. Yeah. Yeah, I like doing these. Well, I don't do like these yapping streams very often. I think I actually can't remember the last time I did one of these, to be fair, because where I just like completely took a break from what I was normally doing in terms of like Warframe or games or stuff like that, and just pick the game up and just start talking, you know? Mainly because I think the last time we did this was actually talking about Dragon Age the Veilguard, and I didn't end up playing a game that time because I got so distracted talking about it. So yeah, that was before the game came out. Also, it's hilarious because Sunset Overdrive is the equivalent of rated M Ratchet and Clank. I'm pretty pissed we're not getting a sequel. Wasn't it Insomniac Games that made it? And now that they're kind of like owned by Sony, it's less and less likely. People like crapped on that game when it came out though, which was unfortunate because apparently it was pretty fun looking. Oh, it's currently on sale. On Steam anyway. Hang on. Oh wait, did I get debated? Oh, there it is. It is €5. That could be worth. That's worth actually. Yeah, very positive on Steam and Xbox Game Studios and stuff like that. Yeah, I might pick it up. It's only €5. It's not too bad. Not the worst thing. That's what's worth. Yeah, Ratchet and Clank people that no longer make Ratchet and Clank. The things they're good at. Yeah, now they're just making... Well, yeah, now they're doing Spider-Man and Wolverine whenever they get... Whenever Spider-Man 3 comes out and Wolverine comes out. I'm looking forward to Wolverine though. That looks fun. I just won't be able to stream it because it'll be out on it'll be out on PlayStation before it'll be out on... It'll be out on PlayStation before it'll be out on PC, and I don't have a capture card. So that's just a game I can't stream. I might play it though off stream. We'll see. Yeah, I hate Sony's monopolistic ideas because Xbox has finally just gave up and said we're not making money from the exclusive. Let's just make all platform. But Sony's trying to act like the Apple of gaming. Both of them are going to be ridiculed. I mean, Apple and PlayStation. Yeah. That's why I haven't gone back and touched off of Helldivers 2. Like, the games I already paid for, I'll play. I already have, and I have a PS5. It's not like I'm going to get rid of my PS5. Like, I might end up playing Monster Hunter Wilds on my PS5 or on console because I couldn't stream the beta unless they fixed up some of the performance issues for whenever another beta comes out or the full release. Then I can play it on PC, but it's looking more likely I'll end up playing it on PS5. But like, it'll be like an €80 game. Like, is there a price for? Actually, I think it's €70 on Steam. I have it on my wishlist. Yeah, it's €70 on Steam, but it'll be €80 on PlayStation 5, and that annoys me. Like, there are people who will excuse any sin if a game is somewhat fun, but I can't. Were able to get me drunk last night doesn't mean I'm going to accept the fact that you murdered an innocent person. Yeah, drastic, but yeah, I get what you mean. Yeah, like games I already have, I'll play. Like I already bought like before. Basically, the Helldivers thing was kind of what made me sour on Sony a lot more. Granted, I haven't touched Helldivers in a while, but apparently it's meant to be very good again. But I don't know. I have no real interest to go back and play that. But I already have Spider-Man Remastered, and I have Final Fantasy VII Remake Intergrade that I have on PC, and I already forked out the money for that a while ago. So like, if I have the urge to play those again, I'll play them. But I've no real urge to get any or any games Sony releases on PC because of their stupid requirement. And while I know it doesn't affect me, it's still stupid. Because I already have a PSN account because of the fact that I own a PlayStation. But it's just what it represents and stuff like that. It's like, I don't know. Well, I'll tell you one thing. If you want to play Sunset Overdrive, I will have to tell you the online stuff no longer functions. Again, not because it didn't make bank, it didn't, but the developers were gonna buy Sony. Alright. I mean, I don't think... I mean, is it just leaderboards and stuff like that as well? Because if that's all the online component is, then it's not too biggie. It's not a big a deal. How long is it? I might stream it. It's not a game I've touched. How long to beat? It depends. How long to beat? Oh, it's actually pretty big enough game. It's actually a big enough game. It's actually... No, never mind. Main story, 10 hours. Main plus side quests, 17 and a half, apparently. And then completion is like 34. Okay, right. It showed 34 initially, so I was like, damn, how is that fucking bigger than Kingdom Hearts? And then it said like 10 hours for main story. It's like, okay, I'll do like 2 streams and maybe bang it out. 2 or 3 streams max. There was a whole multiplayer game mode that I never got to play because I didn't have an Xbox One at the time. Oh yeah, I remember like when I was subscribed to Smosh Games years ago, I watched them play it. Yeah, oh well. It is what it is. It's not too big a deal anyway. I imagine that game goes on sale relatively often. So, like, if I pick it up, awesome. If I don't today, or if I don't during the current Steam sale, there's probably like opportunities. Even gave you a special rewards for the story, and the thing is, since it overdrives a effing blast that doesn't have a insecure bond, its body has its Emperor's New Groove energy. Ah, that's kind of funny, actually. I have to watch that movie again. But yeah, I think we're gonna call it there, though. I'm gonna take a nice little break. Like I mentioned, streams are very sporadic. I mightn't get to do my 3 a week like I typically do because of the holidays, and I'll be spending most of them with family and stuff. But I won't be streaming tomorrow, and I won't be streaming Wednesday. That's kind of... That's gonna be like the gist, so it is. Disney's not made many good movies, but Emperor's New Groove is one of them. Maybe the only ones, yeah. I mean, I like Aladdin, but also like I liked the Emperor's New School, which was like the TV series based on the movie. I actually kind of like that one. I watched it a while. I watched it when I was a kid. At least think I was a kid. I don't know. I can't remember. But yeah, just kind of like wrapping the stream up. I don't know when I'll stream, but keep an eye on my socials, links below, and you'll see when I do. Most likely it could be Thursday and Friday, but I'm not gonna make any promises. So, and I'll probably end up playing Warframe again, since I do want to kind of like, I don't want to keep like losing track of the games I'm playing and stuff like that as well. Today was an exception. Today was just a way for me to take a break from Warframe, but I'll be back with more Warframe going forward anyway, because I have to get like bounties done. I have to get like start making standing on like the stuff I've neglected for like 100+ hours. So that's the plan going forward. So with all that said, I hope you enjoyed the stream, and thank you for all the support. Thank you for everyone that tuned in. Thank you for enduring my yapping, as incoherent as it may be. And I hope you all have a wonderful morning, afternoon, evening, and good night. This is your Cyber Hacker Nova signing off, and I will see you guys whenever we stream. It will be this week though. I'll say it will be. We will have at least one more stream this week. All right, peace out.